With just over 5 million residents, Norway has transformed itself into one of the world's wealthiest and most progressive societies, creating a unique way of life that deserves closer examination. Today, we will take you on a wild ride through this amazing country that offers stunning scenery, a great way of life, and an abundance of beautiful women. The story of Norway's people begins with Viking explorers, who navigated treacherous seas to establish trade routes and settlements across Europe and beyond. These seafaring ancestors left an indelible mark on Norwegian identity, a spirit of independence, resilience, and connection to the sea that endures today. After centuries under Danish and later Swedish rule, Norway gained its independence in 1905, establishing a constitutional monarchy that continues to this day. The discovery of North Sea oil in the 1960s transformed Norway from a modest fishing and agricultural nation into an economic powerhouse, enabling dramatic social development while maintaining close ties to its cultural heritage. Modern Norwegians embody an intriguing blend of progressive thinking and traditional values. They are typically reserved at first meeting but warm considerably once relationships develop. Direct communication is valued over small talk, and personal space is respected. Don't mistake their initial reserve for coldness. Norwegians simply place high value on authenticity in relationships. Visitors to Norway quickly notice the relaxed pace of life, even in urban centers like Oslo. Norwegians prioritize work-life balance with unusual consistency. Offices empty promptly at 4 p.m. as workers head home to families or into nature for recreation. This isn't laziness, but rather a deliberate life philosophy that values personal fulfillment alongside professional achievement.
If you're enjoying this journey so far, don't forget to like and share this video. Your support helps us share these types of videos with a global audience. Thanks. Now back to the show.
At the heart of Norwegian culture lies the concept of koselig, pronounced kusli, which transcends simple translation but encompasses coziness, contentment, and connection. Koselig is found in candlelit gatherings with friends, quiet evenings by a crackling fireplace, or savoring coffee in a peaceful cafe as snow falls outside. It represents finding joy in life's simple pleasures rather than the constant pursuit of excitement or novelty. Perhaps more fundamentally, Norwegian society operates under the unwritten code of janteloven, or the law of jante, a cultural principle emphasizing humility, equality, and collective well-being over individual accomplishment. In essence, it discourages standing out or considering oneself superior to others. While younger generations increasingly question these constraints, janteloven continues to shape social interactions and institutional frameworks throughout Norway. This commitment to equality manifests in Norway's remarkably high standard of living across virtually all metrics. As cities regularly rank among the world's safest, with crime rates so low that police rarely carry firearms. Public trust runs deep. Lost items are commonly returned, doors might remain unlocked in rural areas, and corruption is almost non-existent. Housing typically meets exceptional standards for quality and energy efficiency, while public transportation operates with Swiss-like precision, even in winter conditions that would paralyze other nations. Norwegian life includes charming peculiarities that often surprise outsiders. The height cabin culture sees families retreat to rustic, often primitive mountain or seaside shelters during holidays and weekends. These getaways frequently lack modern amenities like electricity or running water, a deliberate embrace of simplicity that allows Norwegians to disconnect and reconnect with nature. The national cuisine reflects Norway's historical need for food preservation in harsh conditions. Brown cheese, brunost, a caramelized whey cheese with a distinctive sweet-savory flavor, appears at most breakfast tables. The infamous lutefisk, cod preserved in lye then reconstituted, remains a traditional Christmas dish despite its polarizing gelatinous texture and strong aroma. These cultural elements reflect Norway's core values: equality that transcends social divisions, community responsibility over individualism, simplicity rather than excess, and contentment with what one has rather than endless acquisition. From progressive family policies to environmental stewardship, Norwegian society functions as a living laboratory for balancing prosperity with purpose. Norway consistently ranks among the world's wealthiest nations, with GDP per capita exceeding $80,000 and a comprehensive welfare system that has virtually eliminated extreme poverty. This remarkable prosperity stems from strategic decisions made decades ago about resource management and social investment. The discovery of massive oil reserves beneath the North Sea in the 1960s could have led to short-term wealth followed by long-term instability, the fate of many resource-rich nations. Instead, Norway established the Government Pension Fund Global, commonly called the Oil Fund, to invest petroleum revenues for future generations. By 2025, this sovereign wealth fund had grown to an astonishing $1.5 trillion, effectively making every Norwegian a millionaire on paper. However, Norway's economy extends far beyond oil. The country leads in renewable energy production, with hydropower generating approximately 90% of domestic electricity. This clean energy advantage has enabled Norway to become a pioneer in green transportation. Currently, about 80% of new vehicles sold are electric, supported by government incentives that make EVs more affordable than traditional cars. Norway's prosperity comes with a significant caveat. It ranks among the world's most expensive countries. Everyday purchases shock most visitors. A simple coffee might cost $5, while a pint of beer in a bar easily exceeds $12. Grocery shopping reveals similarly elevated prices, especially for imported items like fresh produce, which often cost double compared to neighboring countries. Housing costs contribute heavily to the high cost of living. Property prices continue rising steadily, particularly in cities like Oslo, Bergen, and Stavanger. Renting offers little relief. A modest one-bedroom apartment in Oslo averages around $1,500 monthly. However, Norwegians typically dedicate a smaller percentage of their income to housing than residents of many other developed nations. What makes these costs manageable for locals? Primarily, Norway's exceptionally high salaries, with average annual income approaching $70,000, and many professions earning substantially more. While tax rates can reach 38%, Norwegians generally consider this a fair exchange for comprehensive public services that eliminate many expenses commonplace elsewhere, such as healthcare and education costs. The government strategically employs pricing to influence behavior, particularly through heavy taxation on alcohol and tobacco. These measures serve dual purposes: discouraging consumption while generating revenue for public services. Similarly, Norway's commitment to sustainability has normalized eco-friendly practices like comprehensive recycling and public transportation use. For newcomers, the cost shock can be substantial. Many expatriates report initial financial strain before adapting Norwegian habits like home cooking, embracing free outdoor recreation, and finding satisfaction in life's simpler pleasures.
As a small thank you for watching, we've put together a free one-page travel guide just for you. You can download it using the link in the description. We hope it helps make planning your next trip a little easier.
Education in Norway isn't merely about acquiring knowledge. It represents a cornerstone of national identity and social equality. The system ensures that quality education remains accessible to everyone, regardless of background or financial means. The most striking feature for international observers is that education, from primary school through doctorate programs, is free of charge. Even international students can earn degrees at prestigious Norwegian universities without paying tuition, a policy reflecting the belief that education benefits society collectively. Compulsory education begins at age 6 and continues through lower secondary school, which is up to age 16. Most students continue to upper secondary education, choosing either academic tracks preparing them for university or vocational paths leading directly to skilled professions. Practical skills receive similar respect to academic achievements, with apprenticeship programs integrated into many educational pathways. Early childhood education enjoys particular emphasis, with over 90% of children aged 1 to 5 attending barnehage, which is kindergarten. These programs focus on development through play, exploration, and outdoor activities regardless of weather conditions, reflecting the Norwegian saying, "There's no bad weather, only bad clothing." The commitment to learning extends throughout life, with adults entitled to complete primary and secondary education at any age. Norway's investment in innovation underscores its forward-looking approach. In 2023 alone, Innovation Norway distributed over $850 million in grants, loans, and guarantees, supporting new ideas across diverse sectors. This commitment to development appears in everyday life through smart city initiatives in urban centers like Oslo, where technology improves everything from public transportation to waste management and energy conservation. Healthcare in Norway exemplifies the country's commitment to universal well-being and equality. The system operates under the principle that health is a fundamental right belonging to all residents, regardless of income, background, or employment status. Funded primarily through taxation, Norway's healthcare system provides comprehensive coverage with minimal out-of-pocket expenses. A typical doctor visit costs around $30, but once an individual reaches the annual cap of approximately 3,000 Norwegian kroner, or about $300, all additional healthcare expenses for the year are fully covered by the state. Children under 16 receive completely free healthcare services. Hospitals are publicly owned and managed by regional health authorities, ensuring consistent standards nationwide. While facilities may lack the luxury of private institutions in some countries, they compensate with excellent medical care, cutting-edge technology, and well-trained professionals. The system does face challenges, particularly regarding wait times for non-urgent procedures. Though emergency care receives immediate attention, mental health receives significant priority within Norway's healthcare framework. The government provides extensive support for psychological well-being, recognizing its importance alongside physical health. This holistic approach contributes to Norway's impressive life expectancy of approximately 83 years. The healthcare system complements Norwegian lifestyle choices that promote wellness. Outdoor activity forms a crucial element of national identity, with hiking, skiing, and cycling popular year-round. The government supports these habits by maintaining accessible recreation areas and promoting physical activity through public health initiatives. Family well-being receives similar emphasis through generous parental leave policies. New parents can take up to 49 weeks of leave at full salary, or 59 weeks at 80% pay. Notably, fathers must take at least 15 weeks of this allocation, promoting gender equality and shared parenting responsibilities from the beginning.
If you're enjoying this video and want to support the channel, consider shopping through our affiliate links in the description. It won't cost you anything extra, but it helps us cover the costs of creating more great content for you. Thank you.
Norwegian women represent some of the world's most empowered and independent individuals, with gender equality deeply embedded in both legislation and cultural attitudes. They achieve among the highest educational levels globally, with women comprising approximately 60% of university students. This academic achievement translates into strong professional representation across sectors including traditionally male-dominated fields like engineering, technology, and business leadership. Dating culture in Norway tends toward equity and casual progression. Traditional gender roles in relationships have largely dissolved, with women commonly initiating romantic interest and sharing expenses from the first date. Relationships typically develop slowly through friendship and shared activities before becoming exclusive. Public displays of affection remain modest, reflecting broader cultural reserve. Norwegian women generally maintain financial independence throughout relationships and marriage. The dual-income household represents the norm rather than the exception, supported by excellent childcare infrastructure and flexible work arrangements. Family planning decisions rest firmly with women, with reproductive health care readily accessible and comprehensive sex education standard. Fashion among Norwegian women prioritizes practicality and comfort while maintaining understated elegance. The outdoor lifestyle influences clothing choices, with high-quality durable garments preferred over flashy trends. Natural beauty receives emphasis over elaborate makeup, particularly in everyday settings. These characteristics reflect Norway's broader commitment to creating a society where gender presents no barrier to individual fulfillment or contribution to community well-being. Norway offers a fascinating case study in balancing prosperity with purpose, individual freedom with collective responsibility. The country's breathtaking landscapes provide more than scenic beauty. They shape a national character that values sustainability, simplicity, and meaningful connection. While Norway isn't perfect, challenges regarding immigration integration, economic diversification beyond oil, and maintaining cultural identity in a globalizing world persist. It provides compelling evidence that societies can achieve remarkable prosperity while prioritizing human well-being and environmental stewardship. For visitors willing to look beyond picture-perfect postcards, Norway reveals itself as a place where thoughtful choices have created not just wealth, but genuine quality of life, perhaps the country's most valuable resource of all.
Next time, we're diving into something even more unexpected. Make sure you're subscribed to come along. Don't forget to check out our other videos on the right for more amazing stories. For more details about this video, travel guides, and travel-related items, Be sure to check out our blog at www.travelwithsave.com. Thanks for watching. See you in the next adventure.